In today's Take a Day, I want to talk about the Los Angeles Clippers, and I want to talk about how they're supposed to play every game and what'll help them win if they do it. Now, before we get into that, though, please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell, just so you get the newest and the bonus content first. We put out content every day, so you won't miss any content here. Now, let's go ahead and just jump right into this. We talk about the Clippers gameplay. Watching them last night, against the Lakers was a prime example of how they're supposed to play. And what I mean by that is, when I say how they're supposed to play, they're supposed to play a certain way that'll help them generate wins, that'll help them play as better as a unit, as a team, more cohesiveness and more togetherness on the floor when they're playing together. And when they have when a team has the type of chemistry that the Clippers supposedly have, they're supposed to put this type of gameplay on display every night. What you saw last night against the Lakers, even though, the Lakers made a run last night in the game, it was a really good game. It really was. Battle of LA once again, a part of the series. The Clippers go up 1-0, just in case you didn't know. But I like what I saw last night. Paul George was being doubled a lot, and he was getting the ball out of his hands quickly, but he was finding players who were effective and players who can knock down shots. And Paul George only had 19 points. I think he was like 7 for 21. He didn't shoot great from the field at all. But at the same time, the way he distributed the ball in the fourth quarter definitely really helped, and the way they had balanced scoring definitely really helped them in this game to beat a Lakers team that has nothing but superstar power. I mean, they had over 20 plus points with LeBron, AD. They got contributions from everybody. Lakers had 5 players in double figures, so it's not like the Lakers didn't have any good ball movement as well, or I should not say, it's not like they didn't spread the wealth. And this is what I said about the Clippers. Paul George only has 19 points, but they score over 100 plus points with everybody contributing. Now, the player of the game to me had to be Luke Kennard. That fourth quarter, Luke Kennard hit some big threes back to back. I mean, right in the Lakers' face. I mean, made them eat their words, basically. And that is exactly what the Clippers need from Luke Kennard. They need him to go out there and just let it all out. And this is why I said how dangerous the Clippers can be as a team is unreal, because if they really play and distribute the wealth and let everybody score, let everybody eat on offense and move the ball with ball movement, I'm telling you, the Clippers will be one of the best teams in the league, because you add ball movement to what they're doing with all the players that they have that can shoot, knock down big shots, and are not afraid to take big shots. They can be a championship team easily, especially when you add Kawhi Leonard back to this mix. You put Kawhi Leonard back with the team that played last night against the Lakers, they could win the championship. It's no doubt about it, because they got the superstar power to do it. They got the firepower to do it, and they got players on the bench who can surprise you and knock down big shots, because the Lakers did not expect Luke Kennard to basically go off the way he did, like the last minute and change of the game. That was very impressive by Luke Kennard, very impressive by the Clippers, very impressed by what they did as a unit and how they played together. And that's the way they're going to have to be. They're going to have to distribute the wealth to everybody. If you got 6 players in double figures on your squad, you're doing something right. And that's what I'm saying. If the Clippers play like that every night, they're winning way more games than they're losing, even without Kawhi Leonard. And when they get Kawhi Leonard, they're going to be unbeatable. This is what I'm talking about. And this is what I said last year with the Clippers. If the ball movements get better, if the precision gets better, you don't have to have the best shooting night in the world. You could be off some when you're shooting night, but if you're rotating and moving the ball the way you're supposed to, and everybody's getting their points, everybody's getting double figures, you're going to be hard to beat, because the defense of the other team doesn't know where the offense is coming from. And that's exactly what happened against the Lakers. They were starstruck last night against a team in the Clippers that basically came out with the mentality, we're going to get everybody else involved, because I know they're going to try to take away our one star player in Paul George. And the Clippers did that to perfection. And that's exactly what they have to do going forward. They cannot settle for just threes and isolation basketball. Ball movement is key to winning championships, and it's a key to success in the NBA and any high level of basketball, any high level basketball you could think of. Ball movement is the key. Why do you used to see, even in college, you look at Duke, back in the day, I've never been a Duke fan, but Mike Krzyzewski has won multiple championships because of ball movement. The UNC team, which is my favorite team, has won a lot of national titles, whatever, because of ball movement. Same thing in the NBA. Ball movement gets you places. Look at the Warriors. They're without Klay Thompson, one of their best players, and they still got the best record in the league. This is what I'm talking about. Ball movement will get you what you need, and it'll get you wins, and it'll make you more of an effective team when you play good teams teams because they're not going to know what hit them and they're not going to know where it's coming from. They're just so focused on the superstar, whereas the other role players are playing the role of a superstar because they're knocking down big shot after big shot after big shot. And now the other team is baffled because they're like, well, we stopped Paul George as much as we could, but we didn't account for the Luke Kennards, the Terrence Manns, the Marcus Morris, who hit a big shot, big three off the glass. I don't know if he called that, but it worked. And, it's just one of those things where the Clippers are going to have to realize and keep in mind that's the way they need to play until Kawhi comes back and when Kawhi comes back, because it's going to make them a damn near unbeatable team because they got the talent, they got the pieces, they got the coach, they got the right superstar in Kawhi Leonard, it looks like right now they got the right second superstar in Paul George. So do what you got to do and make it work. But hey, that's my take on the situation. Leave any comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think as always. And hey, Cali out.